Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert Forex, and this is the 6th training video that applies to the currency selector EA. And what we're going to do now is apply some of the knowledge that we've built up from the information that's been supplied by this EA. And we're going to apply it to some of our EAs that are over here. We've got quite a number there. There's about 14 trading EAs and a lot of Forex tools. We do have a bundle that has 80% off, which will help you with the variety of EAs that you might need to trade the market. Okay, let's look at some general principles that we've learned so far. Firstly, use high volatile trendy currencies with trending and breakout strategies or robots. Use sideways and low volatility currencies with retracement and momentum type techniques. And if you're unsure of the behavior of a currency, just don't trade it. Try and find a better currency, or trade it with very low risk, or use very low settings. Like if you're using the GTM and you don't know where the currency is going, just use a huge gap size or a grid size. Your best bet is using typical currency behavior as your best guide. So we've seen there are certain currencies that are certainly sideways, and there are certain currencies that's certainly high volatility trending type of currencies, and if that's their characteristic, stick by it. Now here's an interesting observation that I've made. I haven't really seen this mentioned elsewhere in the Forex industry, but one thing that I've noticed that in general currency crosses from the same region, so it's either the European region or the US region or the Asian region, have low volatility. And there we see an example, the euro franc. The euro is from Europe and the franc is from Europe, so they have low volatility, and you can see that's happening there. And in general, currency crosses for different regions have high volatility. So the pound New Zealand, the pound is in euro, the New Zealand is in Asia, and it has a high volatility. So if we go through there, the pound Oz, that's different region, different region, different region, different region. There's the first one that's in the same region, and then the pound US is in a different region. So and the euro Oz is in a different region. The euro yen is in a different region. The euro CAD is in a different region. So all the high volatility ones, except the one over here, are from different regions. And all the low ones, the euro franc, the Aussie New Zealand, the euro pound, and there are some exceptions there, but in general, that classification that I've made there does apply. Then, all right, then the next question a lot of traders ask is, well, how do I know if it's a trending robot, or how do I know if it's a sideways robot? You need to use the MT4 indicators as guides. Each robot has an indicator that is driving the robot. There are some that don't use indicators, but most of them do. And when they have an indicator, have a look at what kind of indicator it is, because all you then do is you go to MT4, you load all the indicators, and there it actually classifies it for you. All the trending EAs are those ones mentioned there. All the sideways or retracement or oscillator or momentum indicators are these ones over here. So if the tradable MACD would be a sideways EA. The tradable RSI would be a sideways. The Dream Machine that uses RSI is a sideways EA. So that's how you find out what type of robot you have. You always need to ask yourself, what does the price have to do for this technique to work? If the price has to trend, then it's a trending EA. If the price has to bounce off support or reverse, then it's a momentum or an oscillator type of robot, and you want low volatility currencies for that particular one. So that's another guide that you can use, and this is how you can classify the EAs. What I've done here is I've actually classified the EAs for you, and I'll just go through them one by one. The grid trend multiplier is a grid trading EA, but if it goes in a single direction, then it's wanting to trend, and then it's a trending EA. If it, however, has dual directions, if you're into a buy and a sell at the same time, it wants to trade sideways to make money, so then it becomes a sideways EA. The tradable MACD I mentioned already is a sideways one. The make money is definitely a trending EA because it relies on two moving averages and the ADX indicator. The divergence trader is a sideways one because the divergence is showing reversals. The RSI trendline trader is sideways because its trend lines are reversal signals. The Magic MA is a trending EA because it relies on trends to make money. The tradable RSI I mentioned before is sideways. The RSI, the minute you see RSI, it's sideways. The no stop hedge is also sideways because it makes money when the market moves sideways and goes nowhere in particular. The weekend gap is also a sideways indicator because it tries to close the gap. If there's a weekend gap, it's trading for the close of that particular gap. The Dream Machine uses the RSI, so that is a sideways EA. The Good Vibrations, the same thing. It trades the other way once the vibration rate is reached. The Power Punch, very similar to the Good Vibrations, also sideways. And the Time of Day Hedge likes a sideways market to make money. Now, once you at this point, then what you need to do is you need to make a list of currencies to use. So you say, all right, this is a trending EA. Let me make a list of all the currencies that I should use for this EA. But also at the same time, make a list of the currencies you should avoid. Very important. And you just go through this schedule here, depending on which EAs you own. If you own one or two of these EAs, you take the EA and make a list of currencies to use and currencies to avoid. You notice I did not fill this in because at this stage of the game, you should be pretty good at finding the type of currencies that work with these EAs. Now, your job is going to be to do exactly that. And then once you've done that, post it in the forum for commentary so that your other forum members can look at it and say, no, I disagree or I agree, and that type of, and you get a bit of debate, and that's how we learn about Forex trading. Once we've ventured, put down an opinion, and other people look at it and say yes or no, and then you know whether you're on the right track or not. And keep this list because you don't want to reinvent the wheel all the time. You need to know that the grid trend multiplier is fantastic on this particular currency, but really bad on this kind of currency. You mustn't rethink these things. Once you've worked it out, it's information that you should use to trade into the future. Now, please use the forum to give back any feedback that you have about the 6 videos that support this particular EA. Ask any questions, ask for clarification where I haven't given a clear explanation of what you should be doing. Anyway, I hope that this has given you new insights as to one of the main reasons why Forex traders fail when they're using their trading techniques and their trading robots. They're either using currencies that are inappropriate for the technique, or they're using currencies that are very expensive in terms of their values, or they're not adapting to the changes in the market where the pound stops trending, for instance, and then goes sideways. You've got to notice those things and adapt in the market. You have to change your currency, you have to change your settings, you've got to do that type of thing. Forex robot trading is not totally set and forget and mindless. You really need to manage your robots if you want to succeed. So for me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.